Warm greetings to everyone. Today we are going to see about the strengthometer lab equipments, which is about the IZOD Impact test. So in the last class, I've done about the procedure of how to perform the choppy impact test on a given mild steel or cast iron specimen. So here, the case of the IZOD Impact test, which will be measured to find the strain energy stored when the material is placed in a horizontal way. For example, so this is a simply supported beam on either ends. We have support on the machine, it is impact testing machine. So the specimen is placed, which is of 50 mm, 55 mm into 10 mm, and the thickness is 10 mm. The span of the specimen is 55 mm and the cross section is 10 mm by 10 mm, so which is of a square cross section. So it is placed in the simply supported way in the case of a choppy impact test, but in the case of the IZOD impact test, the specimen is placed in a vertical position, that is in the case of a cantilever beam. So that is fixed at the bottom and free at the top. So here we are having the U groove, which is at a length of 35 millimeter from the top, which is facing towards the striking edge. The striking edge will come from the, suppose the pendulum will be swinging this direction, is going to hit the specimen at a length of say 35 mm from the top and also nearly around 45 mm from the bottom. So the total length of the specimen here is 75 plus or minus 2 mm. So the weights will be facing the U notch. So that is the case in the case of IZOD impact test. So in the IZOD impact test, right, the pendulum will be swinging exactly at 90 degrees. So it is fixed, the lever arm is fixed exactly at 90 degree, and we are releasing the pendulum, which is of 25 kgf plus or minus 0.5 kgf, right? So 25 kgf is striking on this given specimen of 75 mm by 10 mm by 10 mm. So here also we are going to measure the failure at which the specimen has taken place, that is the ultimate load. So that will be measured in the scale of IZOD impact test. IZOD impact test scale, which is in the inner scale of the impact testing machine. So you can get that value, and initially you are swinging the pendulum without any specimen on the given support, that is cantilever support. There is no error in the case of the friction, means it is zero. So the final strain energy stored when the specimen is sitting on the given pendulum on a specimen which is of, right, say for example here 150 minus 0, so that is 150 joules. So that is the total energy stored while the edge of the pendulum is striking on the cantilever support of the specimen. So here we can find the IZOD impact value of the given specimen will be less than the definitely will be less than the choppy impact test. So in the choppy impact test, the pendulum will be swimming at a larger height and also angle of 135 degree. But in the case of IZOD impact test, the pendulum is swinging exactly at 90 degree and the height is less compared to the choppy impact test. So the value of the impact value of the given specimen on using the IZOD impact test definitely here 150 joules. So you know that 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton meter, that is the unit of strain energy stored. That strain energy will be less than the choppy impact value of the strain energy stored. So which will be around the same 250 joules or 275 based on the specimen and the material of the specimen is used. So this is about the procedure how we are performing the IZOD impact test using the impact testing machine. So this compact impact testing machine will be used to conduct the specimen of the impact value for the CHOP impact test as well as the IZOD impact test. So for the composite material also you can use it. So definitely you can have all the industries definitely will have the impact testing machine because they are all testing the materials, that is characters in the industry. So a lot of specimen will be taken place, and also UTM hardness testing will be there based on the type of industry. So that is the application of the impact testing machine on a given industries. Thank you very much for patient listening. Have a nice day. God bless. வாழ்க வையகம் வாழ்க வளமுடன்.